Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this week's edition of 2 Many Miles. I made a mistake last week on the programming, but we'll get that fixed. The show that I said was coming on was on relationships and do finances affect behaviors in relationships, but I was wrong. This week's show is actually on the entertainment business and where do we go from here. Our special guest is the brother that gives us our intro, our outro music, you know what I mean? My main man, Brother Qasim Shamad, Mad Base Media, East Orange, New Jersey. Big shouts to the whole L-Town, East Orange, Essex County, Newark, New Jersey, the whole nine. You know what I mean? This week on 2 Many Miles, I want everybody to take a look and you know, get an understanding what the music business is really about, what entertainment is about, where it's going, and some of the things we could do to make it better for ourselves. All right, so just stay tuned. You know what I mean, and pay attention. I also had to bring back that beautiful, the wonderful dance crew kids, Infamous. They were so good. I just had to see them again. So I know you want to see them too. All right, but stay tuned, and we'll be right back with our show. All right. Here we go.
2 Many Miles.
Yeah.
Man, you need to look at the back of my sneakers though, because I've been walking for a minute though.
Yeah, man, 2 Many Miles. That's the name of the show. Who are you?
It's G.I. Joe, of course.
He said G.I.
Yeah, G.I. I want them to make sure that, but the G and the question is the I is upside down. Upside down I. The quotation, is that a quotation?
Yeah,
quotation?
The exclamation point.
Explanation. What?
Exclamation point.
Explanation.
Exclamation.
Exclamation point.
Yes.
Why are you rolling it?
Yeah. Like I said, he just said it. The explanation. What did he say again?
I never said it.
Exclamation. Exclamation point.
G.I. Joe. Yeah. At gmail.com. Yeah, that's at Gmail.
Yo, it's some funny people in this world, right? You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Yeah, that's G.I. Joe right there. Exclamation. See, it's funny due to what? But we'll have Joe on a later show. You know what I mean? He's a funny guy, and you know, he'll be on a later show. You know what I mean? But yeah, enjoy this interview right here with Brother Qasim.
Wow. First of all, like you said, I'm Qasim Samad, music producer, engineer, and studio owner. Just about everything dealing with music I can do. We're about quality and education.
I asked Qasim how long you've been in the music business.
I've been in it professionally or around professionals since the 80s. I've been doing it on my own on this level for about 20 years, man.
I asked Brother Qasim to explain what he meant by music education, and this is what he had to say.
Well, 99% of the people that comes in and wants to record, we try to give them the appropriate information that they need to further themselves as an artist. Rap artist, singer, or producer. We teach them some of the things that we went through, you know, in life as dealing with the music. How to do copyrights, how to, publish, protect yourself, dealing with your copyright and your publishing, show them or lead them in a direction where they can do the BMI, ASCAP, or CSAC, which are some of the societies that you have to get involved in if you want your music to be registered and to be tracked. Teach them how to create iTunes accounts if they want to sell their own music, or just other stuff like that. Piff, you know, how to put it on the YouTube, like basically everything that society has shaped this music stuff around. We try to teach them, not try. We do give them the information to make that happen for them.
I also asked Brother Kasem what the major differences are that he sees in the artists of today and 20 years ago. And this was his take on that.
Man, it's a major difference. 10, 15 years ago, man, artists were developed. You had places, or you had managers that would create facilities to do artist development for their artists before they went out and present them to the world. That is no longer in existence because of the way technology is. You can create a song and a video and throw it right up on YouTube and get 1 million hits and don't know how to perform a show at all. You know what I'm saying? So the difference is the artist development. Kids coming here nowadays, man, they just pull songs from YouTube as far as instrumentals and think they're a star and don't even know nothing about it at all. And they just bouncing off of what they see on TV or YouTube.
Brother Kasem had a take on the artists of today and their respect for the pioneers who started all this hip-hop. And this is what his take on that is.
The ones they look up to are the people that they see now. They're not familiar with their history. Anything that we listen to or anyone older, we old school. Like we grew up off of Al Green and all that stuff because this is what our parents know what used to listen to. So when a record like that come on, we get into it. These kids, they look at you like, what is that? You play them a Rakim song, maybe a Rakim song, be like, oh man, get that out of here. Big Daddy Kane, LL Cool J, Cool G Rap, Biz Markie, people like that. They're not familiar with that. Them guys can walk and be right in front of their face. They would know who they are, and why they there. They just lost, man. They base their information off what's happening with them today. T.I., Jeezy, Soulja Boy, and things like that, or people like that.
I also asked Brother Kasem, has the digital age had a negative influence on the music business? And this is what he had to say.
The digital influence has helped independent artists to get their music where it needs to be. It has hurt the major labels, yes, as far as them being able to receive the enormous amount of money that they used to receive. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it bothers them to where they had to restructure how they do contracts. So yeah.
This question right here was a tough question, but I just wanted to know, in his opinion and his outlook from working with so many great artists, the artists of today, do they have the same hunger that the pioneers have? And this is what he said.
They don't know about pounding the pavement, man. They don't know about getting out there hustling, put your last money together, going to the studio, get some nice clothing and do a great performance and whatnot. Everything is instant oatmeal to them, man. This is the microwavable world right now for these kids. So now you can go into the store and buy your computer, a Pro Tools setup, and some speakers, and a microphone, and some headphones, and you got a studio. To where, back in the day that wasn't easy to get at all. You know what I'm saying? Everything has changed over the years, man. Everything is different. The technology is so available for any and everybody. You got $1, you got to weigh in. Remember that? That scenario. You got $1 in a dream, and you weigh in. And this is where the music industry has gone. Eventually, it's gonna get back to where it used to be, man. Where you need to know music. Musicians, guitar players, keyboard players, drummers, saxophone players, and whatnot. Eventually, it's the software stuff it's gonna change. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go to an orchestra. You ain't gonna work for the Metropolitan Opera House. With your MacBook Pro or whatever, and you're pick up a drum, you put it there, you pick up a snare, you put it there. Nah, man, you gonna know how to. You have to know how to really play. You know.
And then I asked Brother Kasim, where does he see the music business going from today forward? And this was his take on that.
It's gonna have to go back to his roots eventually. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, man, we're gonna get so tired of this straight level of music, or what they call music. The music just goes just like this. There's no dynamics in it at all. You know what I'm saying? Even some of you, like nowadays, a hit record is just a hit groove, and it lasts. It'll last for that summer, you know, or that winter. Longevity doesn't really exist no more with some of these artists, man. You know, you take a song, man. You can hear a song, man. You be like, wow, that song will be around for 100 years, and it definitely does. You know. So, you know, it's saturated, and it's going to eventually, you know, pour over, and it's going to have to go back to the roots, where only the strong will survive.
We're going to let Brother Kasim, you know, get a little taste of something, let you ride out on a little something, you know what I mean? But, yeah, and we just want to thank Kaz for his interview, and Kaz, you know, we're going to be back in session again, you know what I'm saying, and handling our business. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in and listening to this interview. And I hope you got a lot from it, all you aspiring artists and music executives, people that want to work behind the scenes. Everything is not done in front of the camera. Some things that are done behind the camera. So let's pay attention to all that. All right, it's a lot of jobs here. But you got to be focused, and you got to have respect for those that came before you. All right? And we'll be right back.
We leave with that, you know what I mean? Just mellow you out a little bit. You know what? I hope y'all enjoy the show. And stay tuned to that next and new episode. Alright?
Indeed.
I'm Captain Smartest Man-Based Media. Peace.
Here we go. Like I promised. Back for that encore performance on Too Many Miles. None other than infamous. I'm still trying to get that hat thing right. Let me see if I can get that. Check them out. See if you can do it too. All right.
Disrespecting nobody, but we run this. Boy, don't even try to touch it. Boy, this beat is crazy. Boy, don't even try to touch it. Boy, this beat is crazy. Body bag.
It's good. Oh, I didn't know he was back. I'm telling you, I'm going to get it eventually. You know what I mean? Even with a Scully. We've now reached our financial segment with Mr. Reginald Hinton. And this week he's going to talk about some of us that have faced foreclosures and or pending foreclosures. All right, don't lose hope, because there's hope for you out there. Just pay attention to what this man says. Once again, Mr. Reginald Hinton.
All right, how you doing? This is Reggie Hinton with Reginald Hinton CPA. Last week we spoke a little bit about spoke a little bit about some tax issues and about tax compliance and that sort of thing. And I hope it was informative to you. And like I said, I do invite you to come by, you know, for consultation on that sort of thing if you have some issues of that sort. But this week, what I'd like to speak to you just briefly about is about something called a 1099-C, debt cancellation. There are some people that have, due to the economic situation of the last several years, have lost their homes. They have filed bankruptcy. They have, you know, for one reason or another, may have been forgiven some debts for their credit cards or that sort of thing, and it's kind of a serious issue if for some reason or another you decide not to report it. And I know it's kind of just as we as people, when we see something that we feel is going to cost us a lot of money, and we feel like, well, you know, let's just put that 1099-C to the side, because, you know, this might cost me several $1,000s if I report this thing. You don't want to do that, because if you have a 1099-C and it's due to such things as a foreclosure on a primary residence, and that's what most people have, or you are what they call insolvent right before you receive this thing. Okay, that means that you owed more than what you own. You can be forgiven for that amount of income on that on that return. That is, in other words, it is not really in your put into your income. So the main thing is that, well, I said that you give this information to your tax preparer, because anytime you see these type of things, 9 times out of 10, Uncle Sam's got it. Okay, if you get it, better believe they got it. So I implore you, like I said, if you have information, and when you go in there to file your return, make sure you take all that information to whoever's filing it. And if it's something that doesn't need to be in there, let your tax preparer or whomever that's preparing that tax return for you, let them make that determination. Don't you make that determination. But all I can say is I hope you're having a great holiday season, and happy holidays for Reggie Hinton Accounting and Tax Service.
Thank you, Mr. Hinton, for your financial expertise. And we look forward to every week getting something new from you. And I hope you weigh in on that. Do finances affect relationships, behaviors in relationships? But if not, I can understand, you know what I mean? And I hope all y'all tune in for that, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in. Once again, our prayers going out to my brethren in New Jersey and all those affected by Hurricane Sandy. And text 90999 to send donations in. It could be $1, it could be $10. When you're at your local store, I'm quite sure they're asking about if you want to give some sort of donation to help out. In New Jersey alone, it's a $29 billion to fix everything. You know, like they've estimated the damages equal to $29 billion. Remember, we lost practically all of Atlantic City, practically all of Seaside and Long Beach Island. Like, all that's gone. So those of you that visit the Jersey Shore, it's not going to look the same, you know, when you go back to visit. All right, but yeah, just keep us in your prayers, and you know, even those on Rockaway Beach, New York, you know what I'm saying, out on the outer edge of Long Island, you're gonna keep our prayers and keep supporting them. All right, but Thank you for tuning in to Too Many Miles. Remember, we've come too many miles forward to go back, and we'll see you again next week. Peace.